Hello, everybody. I'm just seeing what's going on with my YouTube studio. Is it going to work? Or there we go, popping up. It's been online. I noticed that YouTube is making a lot of changes all the time. Like, for example, slow mode is on. Like, I really need slow mode on. I tried to turn it off, but I couldn't do it. And this whole streaming studio is all changing. I've got an excellent connection, and that's why I paid for it. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the pyramids and a couple of interesting facts. I decided to do it this way. I don't usually do this, but I said screw it. YouTube's not paying me any money. This is Unchartered X. He just, I don't know where he is right now, but he was with, look at that, Brian Forrester commented, great job, Ben. And Ben did not respond to Brian Forrester's shot. But I thought it was great too when he taught me something I didn't know before about the sockle. And I mean, I heard it and I just didn't register it, but he wraps it off. So I should have aligned it better. Let me just see.
So the original angle came down to here, but this sockle it gives you two ways of measuring the height and the width and the circumference of the passageway. So this is the sockle.
The passageway? I didn't catch what he said. The passageway? Anyways, I didn't. I'm gonna kind of rewind it. The passageway. Okay, I don't know why he said passageway. We're talking about the sockle going, and I believe it's a foundation. But at the same time, because of the passageways going through the pyramids, maybe that's kind of a broad statement. Maybe it's just a ring of stones. Let's listen to him. He seems to have some interesting information about the difference between the sockle perimeter of the pyramid and the inner perimeter. And he wraps it off so fast that I had to give him credit because I think maybe Randall Carlson did mention it, but I didn't absorb it as well, and this just makes so much more sense.
Sockle. Yeah, so this is the edge of the pyramid here.
Oh, okay.
And so,
originally built with spacing like that.
Right, there's a lip that goes around it like this, and because this is the original angle. So if you take, there's two different measurements for height and for circumference, whether you measure with the sockle or without. But if you take the ratio of the circumference of it without the sockle next to the ratio of the circumference with the sockle, that's exactly the ratio between latitude and longitude on the planet.
Oh.
All right, so we know that the planet Earth is not a perfect sphere, and when we look at the latitude, we know that our equator, I believe that's what he meant was the equator. It's a little bit bigger than our longitudinal circumference of the Earth. So if you measure the latitude, it's going to be a little bit bigger. And I don't think he actually wraps off the numbers, so it's still pretty impressive, although I think he was kind of trying to not improvise, but on his feet talk about this too. I don't know who he's talking to, but he's there with Bright Insight, Jimmy, and also a guy who gave me credit on one of his videos. They're all there together. World, oh gosh, I always forget his channel. It's 3 letters. Anyways, he's a nice guy, and I guess they're all rich because they can afford to fly to Egypt and pay to reserve the whole pyramid to themselves for 2 hours. Here we go. Let's listen to this information. There's one more thing I'm going to show you too.
Awesome. Yeah.
So it's
coincidence.
Well, that's how they say that it.
Yeah, so they say coincidence. Yeah, right. See, this is the thing, and this next fact that I checked myself, I'll show you, is even more convincing that the Egyptians did not build the pyramids. Hold on, let's listen.
It encodes the dimensions of the Earth.
Now, we already knew that the pyramid encodes the dimensions of the Earth. We knew that already, but I didn't realize how specific it was.
Of the northern hemisphere. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 1/4 of 1 minute of 1 degree of latitude is this measurement using this edge, and then 1/4 of 1 degree of longitude on the map is equal to the length using the solar. So yeah.
We don't want to.
Okay, well look, I'm not going to play this whole thing of obviously Unchartered X, Descent into Darkness. He actually goes into the subterranean chamber of the Great Pyramid, so I would check that out. Yeah, you can see that later. But that information he gave, I thought was so specific, and he said he repeats it again. I think there we go. There's a slide. Let me turn off the captions, but he offers this slide. You can see planet Earth latitude at the equator. I was right there. That's wider than the longe at the equator. Okay, now that doesn't make sense to me because you got to go around the. I think that it's the maximum longitude of the planet, and that's wait a minute without Sockle. Okay, well now I don't know because I would think that the equator is the Sockle is bigger, so that's bigger down there at the equator. I think these words are mixed up, but I don't know. I still have to, I just learned this. I'm still researching it. And the proportions are not specifically exact, right? I mean, 3,022.9 versus 3,023.1 feet. And we are in feet, right? I mean, why are we using feet? Maybe we should be using meters. I'd like to see that, although the pyramid apparently was built in feet. However, see, these are just units of measurement, so let's not even worry about that. Let's go on. Let me see who's in the chat. I'm going to show you the second thing in a minute, but nobody's in here. Slow mode is on. Where's slow mode? Nobody's here? I got 2 viewers. Okay, well, please say hello. Okay, the next piece of information that I'm going to show you is from the Michael Tellinger video. Actually, it was his website that I found this. And let me see here. Where is that? It's right here. I think this is quite interesting. The speed of light is embedded in the Great Pyramid by its position. Now, I didn't realize this. We're talking about the measurement in degrees north of the equator, 29.97 Now that number is, I checked it and I was like, okay, really? Because that's a very, very, going to the millionth of the measurement there, right? So if that's true, where did I checked it out. It's right here. Where are we? Not that. Let me try one more time. Sorry. This is kind of off the cuff, but it's these 2 pieces of information. There it is, right there. Okay, so that's the thing. If you go to the direct middle, and by the way, maybe Google Earth is not reading it properly. Maybe the measurement does come from. Let me make the window smaller. I mean, I don't know any other way to double check this, but I guess the way I double checked is I zoomed all the way in, and right here, that's not the number. The number is found when you come right up here. Oops, sorry. It moved around. Let me try that one more time. Right about here, you can get that number. Let me pull that number up so we can find this spot. So here's the number. Let me move all this stuff. Let me kill that. Oh, I didn't want to kill that. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, let me move this over here like that. Let me move this over there like that. I guess it's probably the best way, right? Okay, so here we are at the middle of the Giza pyramid, and the number that comes up is 29.978. Now that's just not okay. So this is 29.9792458 degrees north latitude. So if we go a little bit, I wish I could just click on it. There we go. So 979, and we can get a little bit closer here. This is 979. We need 24 next. Let me try that. Whoops. I guess we have to move it. Okay, now I'm messing stuff up. I hate it when I do that. Oops, I messed up. Okay, let me try that one more time. I kind of want to keep it going north. There we go. All right. So right about here, that's 39. We want, 29.979, and then after that 9 is 39. This is 24, so we want to go up a little bit. That's 34. We're almost there. 26. 23, go back up. Okay, 24. Now the next number is 58. So that's, we want to go farther north a little bit. I mean, okay, so that's 5-5. I'm not going to be too specific. It doesn't really matter, right? But right there, is that the center? I think that's the center. So right about there, I'll make a little line where I think that is. I mean, oops. What happened? Click. And there, right about there. So that's the latitude line of the speed of light in terms of degrees. So I thought that was quite interesting. Obviously, it's not perfect, and I wonder if I can actually, if I can designate that point. Anyways, it doesn't matter too much. This is not rocket science here. This is just taking a look at where that measurement in the speed of light is. Okay, that's pretty much the two facts that I wanted to show you. You know, I was originally going to try to start doing videos over here at this Ancient Insights website, but channel on YouTube. But then I discovered that somebody was already doing it. Uh-oh, where are we? Do we have any comments? Any questions? Yeah, okay, so check out that Michael Tellinger website yourself if you'd like. There's some information here, but if I had known that before, I didn't remember it. You know, some of this information I found like 2 years ago and I already forgot it. Also, I didn't have the capacity, the brain capacity, the openness in my brain to accept it. And this is somebody who has been dealing with this for a long time. I mean, Electric Universe, check out my videos from 2013. Anyways, let's go to here we are, Google Earth. That's kind of weird though, right? I mean, and the other question is why wouldn't it be, if it is a embedded message, why wouldn't it be the exact middle? So that's a issue, you know, and there's a lot of things that were not perfect. For example, the numbers from Unchartered X. They're not hiding it, but they're not exactly the same. But they're so close, right? They're so close. It's like maybe the casing stones. Okay, we could see the sockle, but maybe the casing stones would have made a difference. But maybe. I mean, it's just interesting that they're just so close. Okay, I guess I don't want to talk too much more since I don't have anything else to say at this point. And that is the end of the video. Bye-bye.